Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Isaiah and Nicole show. The first episode of the Isaiah and Nicole show. I've been listening to Nicole for a very long time on the various podcasts on Sound Podcast, and I'm like, she's one of the last few people that has been here for a while that we haven't podcasted at all together. So like, I hit her up and I was like, yo. Nicole, let's do a podcast where we just talk about whatever we want. Like, there's no topic. Like, who needs to talk about TV shows and all this other crap? We need to talk about just anything. So I got Nicole Horn here. Nicole, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Isaiah. Another beautiful day on Beyonce's Earth, just vibing, chilling, having a great weekend so far. How you been?
I'm good. I haven't actually listened to the Beyonce album yet. I'm on the fly.
Hearsay.
Yeah, I plan on listening to it at some point,
No,
but
you
I
need
haven't
to
listened
like
to it yet.
sit down, no distractions. I was on a train earlier yesterday, sat
hmm
down straight all the way through, and by the end, when I had to get off the train, I was a new person.
Oh yeah, like is it like "Break My Soul" vibe the entire time, or is it like
Break My Soul in the context of the album, whole different song. So much better.
interesting?
Yeah, no, you gotta sit down, give it a second. But I mean, speaking of Break My Soul, did you hear what happened to me this week?
No,
So
what
I was
happened?
moseying on down the street in Bushwick when I see this figure in the distance. They're being filmed. I thought it was like a drag race audition tape. Like
Okay.
fabulous outfit dancing. I try to walk across from them, and some big burly man said, "Excuse me, ma'am, like, can you please walk around?" So I'm
Okay.
in the non-existent bus lane in the street dodging cars, but I see someone filming something. I go on Twitter the next morning. It was fucking Beyonce.
Did you see her, or was it
I
just like
saw
some
her.
random?
It was Beyonce. I was like, that was her in the outfit. And people
And
were
there was
corroborating
just
it from different angles. I should apologize to them for
yeah.
even daring to go into their space.
How crazy would it have been if you were in the music video?
My soul would have been unbroken. That would have been iconic, but no, it was just
Oh
some burly
man,
dude. People were saying that the guy like chased them down the street and told them to delete whatever they were filming. So if you
what
see
the hell?
Beyonce and Bushwick, just say that I called it.
Bushwick. That's in New York. Yeah,
In Brooklyn, yeah. So it was the most
Brooklyn.
random location. She was filming in front of the deli where I go to get nachos when I'm really drunk after a long night.
Wow. I'm trying to think like what kind of music video is this going to be then? Is it like they're just like dancing in Brooklyn at different deli shops? Like what's going on
Dancing in the
there?
street, as she
Yeah,
should. If I knew
interesting.
Beyonce was filming in the street, I would have avoided the tri-state area because she deserves it and
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
I don't need to
She
be
the Hive.
deserve to be in her presence.
The are do you consider yourself a member of the Hive or like what?
Religiously.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
remember when Beyonce dropped, I was like just chilling at home studying, and it was like, okay, it's over. Like these tests not getting studied for. F's, it's what I deserve because when
Yeah.
Beyonce drops an album, it deserves my full attention.
My friend Aaron is like the biggest like Beyonce fan on Twitter. So like anytime Beyonce breathes, I know because Aaron posted it. So
Because she
like
breathes.
so like I'm like, all right, like Beyonce, I only know that Beyonce dropped because of that. But like I skimmed through like two songs. I'm planning on listening to all of it soon because I podcast with like Bryce Isaiah about music at the end of every month. And I already know what Bryce is about to be on. Like Bryce is gonna have like so much Beyonce. Like I'm curious to see how that goes. But um yeah, I'm like I don't know. I even outside of music, so that's how your week's going, right?
Yeah.
So for me, so I work at like a moving company,
Okay.
and I got home from work. Sorry, not even home. I'm fast forwarding. I got back to my car from like my truck stop, right? And I'm like, I get to go home. I get to relax. I get to actually eat. Someone hit my car, Nicole.
Not this.
They hit and ran. I was pissed.
The worst part is like, where is the justice in that? Because people, you can
There's
just drive
none.
away at this point. Like people, and
Yeah,
no one's hitting your car. If they hit your car, they don't have ethics or morals. So
they don't. And I'm pissed because I'm like, all right, insurance, whatever. They're like, I'll be fine. I have to pay a $500 deductible. So I'm like, you know what? I got beat. I'm pissed, but you know what? Someone's karma is going to be ugly this week,
I'm
and
waiting for it, and
I'm waiting
hopefully
for it.
I can be their karma. I'm
I
coming with my
so
car.
I have
Slam
bad
into
luck when
theirs.
it like I have bad luck when it comes to cars, right? Because like, all right, I'll say around this time last year, because like I'm a homeowner now, right? So like
Hell
I just
yeah.
moved into this house. Um, my car. First of all, I get home from work. This is when I worked at a hospital. I get home from work. I parked it, whatever. I'm chilling. I was like, I want to go get Wawa. I don't know if you know what Wawa is. I don't know if that's new.
Of course.
Okay, okay, perfect. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get some Wawas late at night. I go out, my car is missing. So someone took my car. First of all,
Oh.
stole it. I'm like, damn. Police report. Days later, I find my car. They found it. It was like in the city. Some teenager stole it. Whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. I got my car back. I pay all this money to get the locks changed, to get everything like fixed. Cool. Bet. Tell me why I do this LRG. My first time ever. It's like an hour 30 away from me. I fall asleep while driving
No.
and I crashed it.
Okay,
I
sleepyhead.
Yeah, I don't drive late at night anymore. That's why like
That's awful.
when I go to New York, I don't I have to get a hotel. I don't do late night drives anymore.
I mean, you have to learn your lesson somehow, you know?
Yeah, I have bad luck with cars though, Nicole.
Well, I am manifesting that you drive clean and that everybody yields to you for the rest of your life.
I feel like I deserve it.
I mean, after this, I mean, 2 strikes, you're out, you know? 3 strikes, you're
Yeah.
out. Let's not get to that 3rd strike.
But okay. We didn't even get to the point of the podcast, but you know what? This is a great start.
This is just how
So
we're doing.
yeah, so we're gonna talk about just random crap, like as of right now, once a month, because you can only digest like a certain amount of like life experience in a week or like something like that. So we're going to do like once a month. But Nicole and I, if you can't tell from like the first 7 minutes, have very busy lives, very active lives, whether we like it or not. So we're gonna like come each podcast and talk about like the most crazy thing that's happened this month, or just like anything in general. You know, it could be like politics, it could be like media, it could be just like our days, like what we had to eat. You know, so we're just going to talk about anything like this. The name is generic itself, that like there doesn't need to be like some concrete like thing that we're doing, right, Nicole?
Of course. I feel like so no one's allowed to complain when I pull out no, I'm not even gonna go there. When I pull out Mitch McConnell on the podcast.
A
No,
mess.
no, my life is crazy enough where I feel like I kind of blew my load early with the Beyonce situation, but
Yeah,
crazy trials and tribulations happen to me every day, but also like the world we live in right now, like you say that we only digest so much in a week. Like I digest too much in a day at this point.
yeah. I feel exactly the same. Literally, I mean, you can't see it. The light, if you're watching on YouTube, is too bright in my window. But I have a fan right here, right? My AC broke.
Ooh.
That's another thing that I'm going through right now. But it's
What
not hot
boy?
today.
Oh.
The life of a homeowner is annoying because everything breaks in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you can't
But
just call the dude living in the basement to say, "Hey, Ronaldo, can you please fix my sink?"
you have a guy named Ronaldo in your area that comes fix your stuff.
I mean, his name is basically Ronaldo. I changed like 3
Oh,
letters so to protect his anonymity.
do you not want to learn his name?
No, I know his name. I just don't want to blast it all over the internet.
Okay.
He's a nice
Uh,
guy. He fixes my sink. I don't think I. Why should I ever own a home if I have Ronaldo?
exactly. I mean, you should hook me up with him and be like, "Yo, my friend needs his AC fixed. Do you want to go hook him up?"
I mean, he's never strayed me wrong yet.
Okay. Maybe he can do like some long distance work. We'll see. Who knows? Um. All right. So Nicole, I have the biggest question that I've never asked you. Everyone calls you TikTok Nicole. Why is that?
Oh my goodness. Oh, so basically, a couple during quarantine, I was like the biggest Renap stan. For those who don't know what Renap is, Rob Sesternino has a podcast with my good Judy Akiva Winokur, and they shoot the shit every week. They spin a wheel of podcast ideas, and they do a different one each week. The wheel spins one week, and it lands on Family Feud. And for those who
Mm.
don't know, I am the world's biggest Family Feud stan. I love Steve Harvey. I went to Showtime at the Apollo just to see Steve Harvey. So when I saw that Akiva was doing Family Feud, I said, "Sir, I would give like any of like my non necessary limbs to be on this podcast. He said, sure, but we need to give you a reason to be here. Because if you're going to be on a podcast with the likes of Stephen Fishback and Ali Lasher, you got to be somebody.
That's a stack
So
lineup.
he
Yeah.
was like, what do you like to do? I was like, I've been making TikToks kind of making fun of Robin Akiva, you know, their banter, some of the inside jokes for TikTok for a while. So Akiva's like, you know what? Why don't you keep doing that? You can be our official TikToker. And the name TikTok Nicole was born. Luckily, the podcast was an instant classic and they can't get rid of me now. So TikTok Nicole it is. I'm like a disease.
You
Stage
actually
5.
showed up on my TikTok feed like a couple of days ago.
Oh, see, I'm off my game recently. Like now that it's summer, I've just been chilling. Too many pina coladas. I haven't really been on my game.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, that's
TikTok
fine.
Nicole, it's gonna live with me forever. Like when we were at the RHAP live event, people were like, TikTok Nicole, TikTok Nicole. I'm like, I should not be getting used to this. I'm
I
gonna
was
be
close.
24 soon. I can't be TikTok Nicole
Yeah,
at 24.
I was this close to making the logo on your side of the screen a TikTok logo, but I was like, that's corny. I can't do that.
I think that's valid. I think like this is a new venture for me. I'm stepping
Yeah,
away from the TikTok and into the T.
yeah. Into the you were like a mini celebrity at the RHAP event.
Honestly, my ego's never been that huge. I need to get like dumped the next day to be humbled, you know? I need some dude in
Like,
the street to call me ugly, you know, like I needed to be
oh my
taken down a
god.
notch. Random men in the street all the time.
I mean, like, all right, so you have it. Do you consider yourself to be someone with like a huge ego?
The fact I had to think about it, it's like normal. Things have been going a little bit decently, more decently than usual lately, so that's
Okay.
good.
All right. So how much are you like approached about stuff like how many people slide in your DMs, Nicole?
We're not exposing people today. I mean, if we want to, I mean,
No names. No names. No
I
names. Don't
guess
put them on
people are in my
blast.
DMs. It's been
Okay.
fun. I love all my fans.
So there you go. That's why your ego's so huge.
I mean, being a cute little girl on the internet, like there's always going to be somebody in your DMs.
I feel that. I feel that
Cute
for
little
sure.
girl that's really attracting the right people into my DMs.
I can't do like internet situations anymore. I can't.
No,
Bad
I've dated,
experiences.
especially during quarantine. I was like dating around the RHAP
Oh.
patron community. That was, but also we weren't like in the house. So like I wasn't
Yeah,
like making
yeah.
any decisions that were
Yeah,
irreversibly
why not?
damaging to my life, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, who cares?
I
You
was just, you know,
we're
sliding in, flirting a little bit. Like that's
you were
basically Tinder
sliding or
right
were they
there.
sliding in?
There were a few where it was like, you know what? I'm bored in the house bored. I'm going to hit them up. But it was definitely, I would say 50-50, me reaching out, them reaching out. But I'm happily
That's fair.
cuffed now. So
Oh, look at you. Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
not from the RHAP community. I wonder why.
Look, I mean, look, you gotta get how you live. I mean, like, you say you're 23, right?
Yeah, I only say I wonder why because I've been through them all.
Oh, you've
No,
been
I'm
through
kidding.
all
I'm
of them.
kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want anyone to think.
No, so I can't even drink my water. So I was gonna say, I mean, you're 23, I'm 24, so it's like you can agree with me when you say like the dating world, specifically like online communities, it's crazy. So it's like you never know until like trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta figure out and try it out before you know that like this is a mistake. I can't do this anymore. You get me?
Yeah, you have to learn the lesson somehow. I mean, luckily my car didn't get hit into. Not that bad of a mistake. I
I
didn't
almost
lose any
forgot
money.
that. Oh my god, yeah, yeah, the shitty situation, but you know what, whatever.
Yeah,
All
dating in New
right.
York City, that's also a trip. Like, luckily, like my boyfriend now, we met through mutual friends. But like
Hmm.
any dude I met in the wild, I went to Naomi's birthday party in the winter, and I ended up
Yeah,
getting the bartender's number from that. And I was like, this is why I don't meet people in the wild because they're probably even crazier than the people you meet on the internet.
yeah. There was I remember seeing this Twitter post. There was like this girl sister because the girl went missing. She was like, "I'm gonna go on this date with this person I met from I think it was either like Hinge or whatever dating apps out there right now." And she was like, I feel bad for her, but like not really, because I told her don't go on a date with this person until you do like research on them. And she said, nah, it'll be fine or whatever. But it's like, she said she did one search and she saw that this person had like a criminal history,
Oh,
that like they have like they're on like an offenders list and all that stuff. So I'm like, huh, so like I don't know, like dating nowadays is really crazy. Like I'm thankfully cuffed as well. I'm going to Bermuda next week.
hell
we,
yeah.
we
Pink
can get into that in a
sand.
second.
Vacation.
Absolutely. I've never been on a cruise before, so like that's going to be interesting. But like dating at least at this age is crazy. Like we're in this spectrum where it's like, all right, most people are antisocial as fuck, so like they're dating on these apps now, and then like the people who do it in person, everyone else is like really introverted or like socially awkward, so I don't think they know how to like talk to people in person. So like I don't know. Do you think dating in this day and age is easy, or like what?
I feel like, yeah, meeting people is really tough. Like for me, it's so easy to be like, oh, just get a hobby, join a class. But like, let's
Hmm.
say things don't work out with somebody that you meet in one of those places, you got to be going to that place and seeing them all the time, which I
Yeah.
can't imagine is easy. Like, New York City is a big place, but you bump into people OD. You bump into people everywhere. So that doesn't make it easier as well. But these trials and tribulations, but as long as you keep putting yourself out there, I mean, rejection hurts like an MFer, but you gotta rejection is just redirection. So if
Okay.
you meet somebody and it's not the right fit, like that's just God's way of telling you that wasn't your man, sis. Just move on to the next. And I think that definitely you need to not love you. Like it's so typical, love yourself. You can't love anybody else. But
Hmm.
definitely you got to know who you are and what you want. And that'll make finding that right person so much easier. And the rejection from those who are not your real person sting a lot less because you'll understand that it wasn't meant to be.
For
And
sure.
you can't spend your whole life begging for a man to want you. Like it's so tough. I've been there.
That part.
Ugh. Like it can be so easy. Now that I have a man that loves me, I'm like, damn, it was supposed to be this easy. That's crazy.
uh, I mean, so here's another question, because you spoken about like New York a couple times during this,
Of
right?
course.
How is it living in New York, right? Because I come from Delaware. It's like the second smallest state in the U.S. Not a lot
But
of
the
people even know
first.
exists. That part, but like so the way it works around here, it's so small, and it's annoying because there's like not a lot of people around here, right? So like
Mm,
everybody's business, everybody knows your business. It's like I know people's business that like I've never met in my life, but like I just know of them. So like if I ever see them, I'm like, oh, that person did X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So like how is New York? Because that's like a 10 times bigger state, and it's you guys have like tourists, you guys have like a
mm.
lot of angry drivers every time I come there. So like how is it?
I mean, if you had to drive on streets that narrow, you'd be angry too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like so tough because when you were talking about how small Delaware was, like you could be a homie hopper and not know it. That's like 10 times as amplified in New York City. It's crazy
That's
because
crazy.
if my friends are on like Hinge or Bumble, low key, they'll send a screenshot to the group text and be like, anyone date this dude? Like it's really crazy how like small the circles run. Like
Wow.
especially like this is a crazy fact. I've never been on a dating app before, but
Hmm.
like I was always kind of scared too because I was like, I don't want to see people I know on here. And it's
Yeah.
like if that's my fear here, I can't imagine what that fear is like elsewhere. And I mean, and these are people that I'm not just like talking about where like I'm meeting them through like going to Survivor stuff or podcast adjacent stuff or reality TV stuff. Like these are
Yeah.
people that I'm like just meeting at the bar. I'm like, great, that's Kelsey's ex-boyfriend situationship. Like that's not good. Like we're
Yeah,
all
like that's
connected.
how
It's a
it is.
web.
And I mean, obviously, I'm sure that that's like huge for girls. Like, I mean, I can say for guys at least, like in my friend chat, like everyone's like transparent as fuck, right? So like
Yeah.
if they're on a dating app, they're like, oh shoot, yo, look, this is XYZ is like X or something like that. I'm like, ooh, like y'all being messy. But like but like I don't know, like Delaware, it's like it's cool because like you have like once you have like your circle is dope because like you'll have that for like ever. But like I said, you run into like people that you like, that you don't like, that like you forgot even existed, like every 5 seconds. Like, I hate going to Delaware like bars, right? I try
Hmm.
to avoid them. I got dragged out to one like a month ago, and everywhere I looked, I felt like it was like a high school reunion. I'm like, I forgot these people, and like I was antisocial in high school, but like I'm very like more extroverted now. So like, I have like a semi social media presence. So like a lot of people like approach me. I'm like, I don't know who you are. Like I feel bad, but like they know who I am. So like I don't know, it's just so awkward. I'm like, I'm just trying to be with my friends. You feel me? So it's weird. It's very weird.
No, it's like the night before Thanksgiving, but like every single night in your hometown, which is
Basically,
wild.
yeah,
And I'm on Long
yeah.
Island right now, which is where I'm from. But the problem about me that I can't really hide is that I was like student council president all 4 years of high
Mm.
school. No, 3 of the 4 years. And so I had to do the morning announcements for like 2 years of high school. So
Oh wow.
every if you didn't even want to know who I was, because you knew who I was, because you had to hear
Yeah.
me say the Pledge of Allegiance, brainwashing the children every single morning.
Wow. That's crazy. How was that
Yeah.
being a student body council president? I think I said that right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thought I was sucking the teachers' dicks. That's essentially what it was.
Literally or figuratively.
I mean, it sounded like both. I mean, I was a very much of a try hard because I really wanted to
Yeah.
get out of my small town. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'll do the marching band, I'll be in the quiz bowl team, I'll do the forensics club, just so I have everything on my resume so I can get out of here. It worked,
Yeah.
but I definitely annoyed some people in the process, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, some who doesn't step on toes, right?
I mean, who wants Rachel Berry? She did it best.
There you go.
I mean,
Um.
look at her now.
All
Don't
right.
tell me not to live. See, I should have been funny
Are
girl.
you were you choir?
No, no, I was
Oh,
in the
that's
marching band. That's even worse.
what did you do in marching man?
I was a clarinet player, but
Okay.
like I was only in marching band so I could do like honors band wind ensemble. Like I was
Mm,
elitist from like the jump right there.
look at you. Okay.
Wind ensemble, got to be first chair. Was first chair.
I did.
Not me talking about how I peaked in high school. That's not good.
Listen, that I respect it. Like I think people give a lot of marching band people like crap because like I was in marching band too, right? And I did like trumpet, and I was like a section leader and everything. So I feel that I did it for two reasons. One, for the extracurricular on the the resumes and everything, like you said. And then I was also really into like the Disney trip that we
Mm.
did like every 2 years. But like it sucked because like all right, when I was a freshman and sophomore, like there were like the older kids who I kind of gravitated towards because it's like all right, like they're fine. They're not like the cliche like band geeks, if that's what you want to call it. Like
Mhm.
like they weren't weirdos. So like, I'm like, all right, cool. But then like when they all graduated and like all these new people came in, it got really like weird. Like it was like a lot of like social awkwardness and stuff. So I'm like,
Like
all
I'm
right,
the old person now.
yeah, right.
Like, am I the
So, like
cool? Like, you guys think I'm cool? Like, damn.
yeah, like we had to take over the mantle, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yeah, this is kind of weird. And like a lot of the black people left when I became like junior sophomore, I mean junior senior for like marching band. So I'm like, all right, I gotta get the POCs in here. Like, what's going on? But like marching band was a fun time too. You know Chappelle, right?
No, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I had no idea he did marching band until recently too. Like he performed in the Super Bowl.
No, he dead ass. I was just about to say he was with Fergie up there shaking ass.
I need to go back on YouTube and just look for him because I haven't watched the video yet. I just saw the picture and I was like, holy crap! Like you've been everywhere.
Oh, you've been a world traveler.
Yeah. All right. So here's my thing. So when did you get? Because you have a podcast with Naomi and Gia. When did y'all like get close to the point where you're like, let's do this?
So Naomi, like I remember the exact night that I met her in New York City. There was a bar right by my dorm room in college, and I've been sneaking in there with my friends for like God knows how long. And then I overheard they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna have people here to watch Survivor. You should totally check it out." And it was the finale of which season was it? The one here with Adam Klein. That one,
Okay. That's
Millennials Gen X.
there you go. Yeah.
So I had been going to this bar since that season, and then it was the season with Rick Devens, and it was the
Hmm.
finale. And I just remember I was sitting next to her, and we were just talking so much shit about the twist, even though
Hmm.
like I think both of us like low key were annoyed with Rick Devens, so we were
Yeah.
celebrating. And I was like, we should be friends. So we've been friends for a while. And
Hmm.
then Gia just through like class of 2020, our HAP stuff, thought
Yeah.
she was cool, saw her at the premiere of 41 in New York, and I was like, we should be friends. Like we both knew who each other were, follow on Twitter. And then as soon as the idea of a Top Chef podcast came up, she was the natural third person to bring into the fold. We both
Beautiful.
wanted to talk about, well, actually, not even just Top Chef. We were doing Project Runway
That's
beforehand. So
yeah.
that's how it kind of came into the fold. We were all tweeting about how Project Runway was so good that season, and then we ended up starting like the second week into that season, just keeping up, and the chemistry was electric, and we've all
Yeah.
been really great friends ever since. That's really what solidified us. We were all friendly, and that
Hmm.
just made us into besties,
You
but
guys
not
got like
bestie besties. Don't worry,
festival.
not bestie besties.
Freaking Big Brother. But no, like you guys definitely get a lot of good feedback. And like actually, because like when I started this, I had no even like I didn't even think about like covering those shows. You know what I'm saying? So like when you guys came in, you and Gia definitely and a few others, but specifically you two, you guys like snuck into some of the podcast. I'm like, okay, like they're doing good. They could come, they could be in. Like I'm like, dope.
And now
You
you
guys
can't get rid of us. We're
right.
infectious
You
in more
you
ways
skip
than one.
the audition process. Like, you're
Works for
like,
me.
I'm in.
Hey, slide right in there.
That's how some of my better people come in though. Like you guys, Katie, I can say who else has Abby actually technically did that too. A couple people did that. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, they're good talkers, why not? But
But
like,
Abby, I feel like I even knew of Abby like from S star 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 star.
I didn't ever watch her play that. I just knew her Twitter presence.
No, I was deep in the trenches with that. I just remember I'm like, okay, she's a bad bitch. Like I knew that from the jump. Like I never played the game, but I was like, if I was playing with her, I would be first person. Hopefully, we were starting room because I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to be on her bad side.
I played that game twice on purpose because the first time I did really good, I got like fourth, and then the second time I got third because of a wheel. But I was just like,
The wheel. Our
I
Renap snaps again.
but like I told myself, right? I was like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be one of those people who like get like deep into this like orger shit. I'm like, I'm gonna play it once and then that's it. And then like I played it again, and then like when I left my old like internet community, I got like more in like into this, and then podcasting happened, and then it just naturally happened. But like I don't do orgs anymore. I can't because it's like well, I mean technically it's semi my fault because I was being messy a couple months ago, and like I started that spaces, and then like everything blew up. So like I don't do those anymore. But like I don't know. Everyone is so messy in that community. I can't do it anymore. It's like I don't even like I don't even think about like orgs like or minis like that anymore. But like I think they're still going strong. So like power to y'all. You
I
feel
mean,
me?
it
But
was
like
definitely like a time. Like I
yeah.
remember like being at a party and pulling out my phone because my two friends like made it to the end of a mini and being like, "Sorry, I have to see their final speeches." Like I was
It was a
brainwashed.
bad addiction. It
Yeah,
was an addiction for sure. And it's like
and 2 years clean.
see, see, I think the attraction to it because S star however many stars this that was the first in for the only time that like you're doing these things and then like you have like people from the actual shows that you're like obsessed with like playing right next to you. So I think that was a drawing. But then it just got so like all these new things came in and it got very oversaturated and all that stuff. I'm just like, no more of that. But I don't even want to talk about that. I'm gonna go. I don't. I'm gonna go into like a deep rabbit hole when it comes to like games and stuff like that. So I don't
That's
even
a
want to talk.
special episode.
Yes,
I come in, I
that's a
have to have like a
toxic.
speech written out because if I'm saying
That's gonna
ums
be
and likes, yeah, no, I got to be credible.
it's gonna be a toxic episode. What's next on your list? What else is on your list that you wrote?
Okay, so I have the phrases that I've been saying this summer. I don't know,
Hmm.
like, if you're the type of person where I have a couple of phrases where as soon as I enter my lexicon, it's like everyone's annoyed. And like
Yeah.
slay has like been like that's everybody's thing for the summer period. That's just been like a thing that
Okay.
I say after every sentence, like since I've been in like seventh grade. But like
Hmm.
I have very like time specific ones. Okay. So my first one, because it's summer, if
Okay.
someone's saying, "Oh, I don't want to go out. Oh, I had a long day at work," I say, "It's summer. Let's act like it." I
Okay.
think that was good. It's good.
That's a good
It's
catchphrase.
summer. Let's act like it. Let's go out. Let's. We only have so many years to shake our asses on a yacht. So that's another one that I've been saying: shaking ass or throwing ass.
Yeah.
Like, are we going? Are we gonna throw ass tonight? Because
Have
we
you
can
ever
just go
shake
to the
ass on a
bar.
yacht?
We can go. Yeah, shake my ass on a yacht. Go to Dubai.
Yeah.
It's only like
Got it.
what, like a 12-hour flight. You can just sleep on the
Have you
way.
done that? Like, do you have experience with that?
I've shaked my ass on a yacht and I've been to Dubai, but not at the same time. Like those two Venn, it's a
Okay.
Venn diagram, but it's just two circles.
It's like Hannah Montana. You gotta collide your worlds.
I need to. So if anyone has a private plane, you know where to find me. But yes, so that's my second one.
Okay.
Shaking ass or throwing ass. I think that one's good. That one might actually stick with me into the fall.
Okay.
I think I say this like every single day. If someone says something, it's a point you agree with. That's just valid. You
Yeah.
can add it valid like salad. That's been a new one
Okay.
I've been saying.
Valid like salad.
Valid like salad. Throw it
Okay.
around. Get a
I feel
little
like I'm gonna adopt some of these.
Caesar salad. And then my last one, when it comes to just doing anything, when you're doing a full send, you're just raw dogging it. Raw dogging life.
I don't know if that one's gonna stick.
I think it's good. I think it's good. Like imagine you're like going into a test you didn't study. I'm just raw dogging this test.
I don't know. Like, if you say it the wrong people, I feel like they're gonna think that you're like a freak or something.
You know what? If they don't want to be on my train, beep beep, it's coming through.
I respect it. I respect it. You gotta be unapologetically yourself.
Are there any fun phrases you've been saying this summer?
Um, I, I'm irritated with myself that child has like joined my vocabulary, but like that's there. I say
Do you
yo a
blame
lot.
Bryce for people saying Chile all the time, or do you think that's like its
Yeah,
own thing?
that so I was listening to Purple Pants one time,
As
and
we all do.
I kept hearing him say Chile. I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, what is he trying to say?
No, it's
But
been
then
his thing. I don't know where it started with Rob, but even Rob is like Chile.
no, see, they need to cut that out.
See,
They need to cut that out. I'm gonna get mad. Like, I don't want to have
see.
to
I'm
cancel
just
them.
saying that's where it started.
I'll cancel them myself. Like for real. Like I talked to Bryce tomorrow. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, you can't say that anymore because I haven't heard him say it in a while.
Get the
But
origin
definitely,
story.
yeah. Like no more Chile. Like I was like, what the hell are they trying to say? Like, are they talking about the country or but like they were like they were actually talking
Not the
about the
country.
phrase. Yeah. That is one of my pet peeves. If you're gonna try to like adopt like slang or something, say it right because like that's gonna piss me off.
Yeah,
Like
it's throwing
don't say
ass.
throwing ass. Yeah, there you go. But like and then I think I say bruh a lot, but like that's always kind of been around. I've had like these moments where I try to adopt like slang from like different areas, like specifically like in Baltimore there's this word like mo, like you're probably not going to know unless you're like from the area, but like yo, what's good mo, like like that.
Is it like
That is just
John,
like
but like for Baltimore?
yes,
Okay.
yes. And it's like a filler word. And I tried it for a while and then it just never stuck around but I was like,
Not me
I
trying to
could
be a
try
Philly girl.
it. Well, all right, that's Baltimore. Philly has like a whole lot of other stuff like shout out, like drawing, like there's a lot of stuff. But like you'll never hear me. See, I have a good on and off switch. You won't hear me like talk certain ways on podcasts. I don't know why. But like if I'm like around my friends or something, my vocabulary is all over the place. And then like I remember even being in like Discord calls, like I'll accidentally like use certain words and they're like, what the hell does that mean? Like I'll be I'll be like, yo, you drawing, bro. Like drawing. Like a picture? Like what are you talking about? I'm like, no. No. I forgot where I'm at. I
No,
can't.
that reminds me of how, if I'm talking about stuff on TikTok, because there's so many people and genres that like I will only like if I hear tea about a TikToker, I
Yeah,
don't tell it to everybody. I'll be like, okay, I know that X, Y, and Z friends like are in this space, understand
yeah,
this. They probably have an algorithm that'll be
yeah.
like, oh, this makeup TikToker has some drama. Like I know exactly who to send what video based on their aura and vibes, and that's just because I'm a good friend.
Hmm. The makeup community seems messy.
Makeup community is messy. A couple of years ago with that James Charles, Jeffree Star, Tati
That
drama, that was
Shane
truly
Dawson, don't
my
forget
peak
him.
on this earth. Yeah. No,
Yeah, I only know it because like a lot of like funny videos, people are like making fun of that, all that. But like, I don't know like the specifics. But
so
it
like
just seems
long
like a
story
crazy
short,
community.
these like 30-year-olds were dragging James Charles for some reasons that were warranted, some reasons that were not. But it's like you made a whole YouTube video that could have been an email.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was just
don't.
like so ridiculous. What a time to be alive. I remember where I was when those videos dropped, basically as big as when Beyonce dropped the album.
I only remember the Shane Dawson video where he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh
That
my
Shane
god."
Dawson. That
He's
man
a
needs
problematic
federal prison
person.
time.
Yeah, yeah. He has a bad history. Like what YouTube kind of sucks now because like I remember I used to go on YouTube for fun, but like it feels like YouTube's kind of turned its way into like three things. You either got people trying to make a living, which by all means that's fine, but
Get
like
your
everything's
bag.
super, yeah, like Mr. Beast or whatever, but super professional. But I like Mr. Beast. He's actually entertaining. So I mean,
He gives
different
money to
video.
like I know good causes, which I can
Yeah,
respect. Like if you're gonna be
yeah,
like rich, be rich with a purpose.
exactly. Is but then there's like Rich with a purpose. Then you got like Jake Paul and like Logan Paul and all them. You know, so
Ugh,
like
like filming dead bodies.
don't even get me started. But okay, so you got the entrepreneurs. There you go. So the entrepreneurs, that's what I'll call them. And then you got the breakdown people who just make videos like breaking down scenarios. I feel like I spend most of my time with those people
Me
now because I
too.
just like listening to people talk, and it feels like a podcast, right? And then the last people is I'll either say, well, let's players exist, but I don't really watch let's plays anymore. I think Twitch took that over. It's
Mhm.
more so the shit post people who just post anything like memes and all that. But I don't really see like it felt like back in the day YouTube was filled of like the Ray William Johnsons, Jenna
I'll
Marbles,
miss her.
uh Deshaun, like people just making funny videos. I don't really see that anymore. I mean, granted, since then, like Vine and TikTok exist, but like I like videos. Like I like the skits. I like the smoshes out there. Like I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you're just like scratching an itch in like the back of my brain
Yeah,
that hasn't been scratched in a while. Those names, Roy William Johnson, thinking about how many careers he's single-handedly responsible for is
yeah,
disgusting. And
it's
he's
crazy.
back on TikTok doing the same shit he's always been doing. Like,
Hmm.
we can't keep letting him get away with this.
I remember he dipped out for a while. He was like, "I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna just be the what Allison Grodner of it. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna run it." And then the other host completely flopped. So like that didn't work out. And then he came back. He was like, "I'm gonna do like life inspiring videos." And then that lasted like 5 seconds. And then now it seems like he's back on like just talking about videos, just crap on the internet. You know?
I mean, clearly that's where what makes money these days. Like,
Yeah.
I don't go to Roy William Johnson to like get a speech. He's not a pastor. Like, what?
Yeah, teach you how to get financially stable.
I mean, please teach me how to talk about videos on the internet so I can quit my job. I'd love to know the secret.
It's the hustle. It's the hustle, Nicole.
Sorry, I don't grind in my sleep. My dentist told me that I don't, so that's good.
You don't, did you ever have braces?
No, I never had braces.
Me neither.
My I can't see for shit though, so that's like kind of where my
Why don't you
medical
get
ailments
glasses?
start and end.
Get glasses or contacts.
Usually contacts, but like the thing is as soon as I had to start wearing a mask, I just never wore my glasses because you think I would have found a solution by now.
Yeah.
Because like I still like I take the subway to work, I'm masked up, like I got pimples all around my mouth, typical. And it's like you think I would have found out a solution for all of these problems that I'm having.
Yeah.
Fogged up glasses, pimples
Yeah.
on my lips.
Why are you running away from actually being able to see?
I mean, I'll put my contacts in. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll see.
I'm like, I've been avoiding the dentist for God knows how long because like last time I went, they told me I'm gonna have to take my wisdom tooth out.
Ooh.
But my wisdom teeth don't bother me. So I'm
Mm.
like, why? You
Like
know,
they could
so
get infected, but like, oh, who cares? I'll
I'll
deal with
worry
it when
about
that
that one at a
happens.
time. Thank you. See, we got the same train of thought. You feel
Logic.
me? Yeah, like I don't feel I just seen too many videos of people like not being able to eat, being on laughing gas and saying the most outrageous things to the
I don't
wrong
want to tell
person.
anyone's secrets. Like, luckily,
I
people trust me
listen
with a lot of very juicy secrets. I can't
that
be telling anybody those.
that I, first of all, I don't want people to like ask me questions about other people because like I people trust me enough to tell me shit. And then I also don't want people to ask me stuff about my stuff because don't worry about what I'm doing. Like I feel like the whole laughing gas thing. I've seen a lot of parents take advantage of their kids and ask them shit, and then they'll say it, and I'm like, yo, I really don't want to like expose myself. You feel me? So like, I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
no, just wait till the emergency happens and it costs like $7,000 more dollars. It'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Well,
it's a
I'll
what if
wait.
at this point.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna make my best friend get me, if anything, if like or my brothers or something. Like I don't want my parents to even like come close near me when I do that because like they're gonna like try to get me to expose myself.
Nah, nah, not in this lifetime.
Hell no. Um, give me another topic. Give me one more topic before we like start ending stuff.
Did you see that list about these celebrities that emit the most carbon gas? So it came out that like Kylie Jenner like takes a lot of flights to like they're very short private jet flights, and she emits all of this CO2 gas. And then the next day, a full article drops about the top celebrities that emit CO2 gas from their private flights. Did you know who number one was?
Who?
Miss Taylor Swift.
Really?
And I consider myself a Swiftie. I went through a really
Yeah.
bad breakup when she dropped the Red re-release. So like I
Okay.
was there. I was like I said in the trenches with her. I guess that's another one of my phrases for the summer. But
Is there like is it polluting the air or like what?
I mean, I feel like doing a private jet all the time can't be that good for the environment.
Okay. I mean, if you can afford it though, I mean, like, is it really your fault?
That's valid, but I'm out here using my paper straw at Starbucks with like a death wish. So it's
True
like,
that.
why should I be
Yeah.
punished?
Nah, true that. True that.
Nah,
I
but I was
saw.
thinking,
Oh
like,
god.
that article being dropped the day after it came out about Kylie, I was like, Kris Jenner, she must have been up to that.
Oh
She's
hell yeah.
probably on her private jet right now dancing.
Hell yeah. The Chris Jenner's, Elon Musk, Drake, LeBron, like all the people who got money, like them billionaires or close to billionaires at that. Jay Z.
Her and Kanye probably together right now doing the horror.
That relationship is so toxic because I know that they're like divorced, but I'm 90% sure that they're still seeing each other actively. You know, so
But what about
I
Pete?
do we still see Kim with Pete Davidson?
I mean, I haven't seen them recently, but the
Uh,
content's been so good. It's just so juicy. Like she's dating a man from Staten Island. Like I wouldn't even do that.
I mean, I haven't seen any Pete Davidson news in God knows how long.
Nah, they just dropped the trailer for the new season of the Kardashians, and he's like following her around like a puppy dog. Like it's just so brilliantly crafted that her seeing Kanye makes too much sense to me.
It's Skeet. I don't. I don't like. I never gave the Kardashian shows a chance. I just saw the clip where Kim and her sister were like actually physically like fighting, and I thought it was freaking hilarious.
That was truly the peak of the old Kardashians show. I rewatch that
Got it.
episode from time to time. It reminds me of me and my sister beefing.
How old is it? Because I feel like that was last year.
No, that was like the last season of the Kardashians on E. So that was like
Mm.
2019.
They're on Disney
Damn, they
Plus
really
now, right?
turned around that new show quick.
Are they on Disney now?
No, they're on Hulu.
Oh God.
No, imagine they were on Disney Plus.
I mean, I remember seeing something that they were going to be on Disney Plus in a different country.
That would make sense. I feel like no,
Yeah,
not ABC, Hulu and Disney, like you can see Disney shows on Hulu.
they do have a joint. I'm like 90% sure that they're on Disney Plus somewhere because I remember seeing that.
That's
Um,
weird behavior. They probably
yeah.
got to censor out the whole storyline about they're still talking about this goddamn sex tape from like 20 years ago.
I mean, she went on Roblox apparently for what her daughter did, and someone had the tape on a Roblox server, and she started crying because she doesn't want her kid seeing that.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
valid.
They're going to look. You're going to have that conversation one day with your
I
kids. Like,
mean,
look,
sex tape, but like their dad is Kanye West. Like that's a lot more to have to take in.
what's messy though? It's like they're going to get to a point where they're teenagers, and these if they get social media, which they are, because I mean you
Yeah.
already saw she gave I think North a TikTok or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like these kids are going to get so trolled if they piss the world off because like they have so much content to work from their parents that like people are going to just like, oh, isn't this your family? Kim Kardashian tape or Kanye West having a freaking mental breakdown about whatever or like him with Trump or like there's so much content in between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian that people control them with. It's sick.
I'm just so glad my parents are like normal ass people with
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah. Imagine, see, it's like, it's a catch 22. You're born into a very rich family and you're going to have money, but it comes with some consequences. It's like, people are going to fuck with you for the rest of your life. So I
Bro,
don't
they're
know.
all their uncles are Travis Scott. Like what?
That too. Travis Scott. You got Kendall Jenner out there. There's a lot going on with that whole circle.
Yeah, nah. That's next month's topic.
Last, I mean, speaking of celebrities, you saw Shakira might be facing 8 years of prison.
No, I saw the street that was like Spain. I have some incriminating information about J Lo for in exchange for Shakira.
Like I was like, damn. I was like, I was talking to my coworker. I'm like, why don't they just pay their taxes? And they were like, they're only rich because they don't pay their taxes. Like I was
No, I
like,
was like, she's in
yeah,
her Martha Stewart era.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
she'd look great in orange, but I don't want to see
I think
it.
she
I don't want to
would
have to find out.
let her get a spray tan.
I mean, first her man cheats on her, her sexy ass soccer man.
Mess.
Peaks,
Yeah,
hikes.
I have no idea about any soccer players.
Well,
I know
he's a
Ronaldo
sexy
exists.
ass man, so
Okay,
rest in peace to that relationship. And now she's going to jail for tax fraud. Not a hot girl summer for Shakira.
not at all. It's bad. It's bad, man. All right, Nicole. This is a fun first episode.
I know we really had some tea to talk about. I
Yeah,
appreciate you wanting to talk to me. It's such an honor that anyone wants to talk to me.
of course. I feel like we're going to learn a lot about each other through these episodes.
Nah, I can't wait for you to hear about all the how I became this way.
I feel like you're going to get me to say something publicly about myself that probably shouldn't be out there, but that's what this show is about. We're vibing. That's what the Nicole and Isaiah show is about.
Yeah, they call me the human laughing gas.
Hey, hey, there you go.
Brought it back, brought it back.
All right, Nicole, where can people find you? Or what are you up to?
So I'm on like anywhere you can go on social media at Behind the Secret. Follow me, just don't follow me to my house. Um, I say that like every fucking time I'm on a podcast. I think that I might be doing the Drag Race finale podcast soon.
Oh,
I'll let you know if
okay.
that's in the works.
Yeah, let me
But
know.
Behind the Secret, anywhere, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and besides that, I'm just chilling. How about
Okay.
you?
You can find me at 8 Ball Bangers on all socials. Bangers is about music, by the way. I have to highlight that
Ah,
because some people got confused. Um, you can find me on a bunch of podcasts over here at Silent Podcast. It's a long list, so I'm not going to waste time, but check me out, specifically Big Brother. You can find me on RHAP from time to time, talking about either music or Big Brother as well. And I'm recording with Bryce Isaiah for our Purple Pants playlist to talk about our favorite music from the month and summer music. So that should be lit. So yeah, until next month, unless we feel like randomly popping up and be like, "Yo, I have something to talk about." Um, but we will see you guys next episode for the Isaiah and Nicole show. Have a good one. Bye.